the whole industry is moving at a fast pace. At Snowflake, we're not only moving at a fast pace, but setting the pace for others in the industry, because there are more capabilities being enabled by the core AI models. There are more capabilities that we can teach those models, whether it's through fine-tuning or the right context and the right prompts, but also through the right skills. I think that's what we're going to keep doing on a fairly fast iteration loop basis.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Data Cloud Now. I'm currently in Davos, Switzerland, where I'm now delighted to be joined by Snowflake's EVP of Product, Kleinerman. Christian, always a pleasure to sit down with you.
Super happy to be here with you, Ryan.
Christian, this is your first year in Davos. What have your key takeaways been?
I think the most interesting thing is the density of top leaders across industry, policy, government, all sorts of organizations. They all show up here. You look at the street and CEO of that company, CEO of that
They're walking by as we speak.
Yeah, so that is an amazing opportunity, because the ability to do business, to connect with individuals, to make decisions at a very high speed is unprecedented. I was thinking, is there any other conference or any industry gathering that brings this set of people together? And I don't think so. So I think that's what I understand now, the magic of this World Economic Forum in Davos, and it's super exciting to be part of it.
Well said, Christian. And 2026 is very much shaping up to be one of the most exciting years in the world of AI, with the continued advancement of agentic AI. From a product lens, where do you see this technology having the most impact in the year ahead?
We have two prongs of innovation. One is helping our customers be able to leverage AI to get insights from their data, whether it's structured, whether it's unstructured, and whether it's just reading and getting conclusions out of the data, or whether it's taking actions based on the data. That's the role of Snowflake Intelligence. We launched back in Build, and the momentum is quite strong. The other aspect is, how do we simplify data operations, whether it's creating a data pipeline or performing data governance operations. That's where we see Cortex Code as the core capability for that. And we see ourselves advancing those two fronts, helping business users get value of data, but also technical users manage and wrangle data with a lot more ease of use.
Very well said, Christian. And Snowflake is constantly releasing the latest and greatest in order to power its collective ecosystem. What can we expect in the months ahead, and how will it give the leaders a competitive advantage?
There's innovation, as always, at Snowflake throughout the stack. We continue to invest in interoperability. We're doing a lot for Iceberg tables and the format and Snowflake managed storage. We continue to invest in our sovereign clouds, very topical here in Davos. We continue to invest in governance and the Horizon catalog. How do we make simpler the operation of knowing data, managing data, having policies on data? And then, of course, on the different aspects of the life cycle of data. We said at Snowflake we want to help our customers through the entire life cycle, whether it's data capture or data origination, whether it's a sensor or a database or an application, all the way through transformation and ultimately consumption. We are focused on Snowpipe, on OpenFlow, on Snowpark as a way to do transformation, dynamic tables as a way to do transformation in SQL, and of course, back to Snowflake Intelligence as the premier way to be able to get insights out of the data.
I absolutely love it, Christian. Now I want to get slightly personal with you, if you don't mind. As leaders look to harness AI's most potential, how should they be thinking about building their teams around them in order to be best positioned for the future?
I think there are two things that we know, or that at least I know. One is there's broad agreement that things are going to be different. There is change.
Right.
And the other one, I have fairly high level of certainty that no one knows how this is going to end and how is it going to stabilize. We're
all in it together.
So we know it's changing. We don't know where it's going to stabilize towards. And based on those two realities, I think the advice for everyone is make sure that you're leveraging AI. You're continuously renewing your knowledge of AI. If you tried something with AI 4 months ago and it didn't quite work, that's a long, long time ago. The technology from 4 months ago is very different from what you have today. So it's good to have updated knowledge of AI. And the other piece is mindset of learning, mindset of being curious, being interested in what's available, what's different, how can you rethink functions, jobs, processes, and I think that will help us go and reveal where do we get maximum value and maximum productivity from AI.
Great advice. Thank you for that, Christian. And it's always a pleasure sitting down with you. Before we wrap, what are your key priorities in the year ahead and why?
I'll give you a meta answer, but it's very real, which is just continue to innovate at the speed that we've been doing for the last many months, a couple of years. The whole industry is moving at a fast pace. At Snowflake, we're not only moving at a fast pace, but setting the pace for others in the industry. And because there are more capabilities being enabled by the core AI models, there are more capabilities that we can teach those models, whether it's through fine-tuning or the right context and the right prompts, but also through the right skills. We're seeing a lot of development on skills, which is a way to teach these models about specific capabilities. I think that's what we're going to keep doing on a fairly fast iteration loop basis.
Well, Christian, I'm looking forward to seeing what comes next. It's such a pleasure sitting down.
Super excited, Ryan. Thank you for having me.
And for the audience watching, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Ryan Green with Data Cloud Now. We'll see you soon.